Hey guys, happy Friday and happy New Year. It is the first weekend of this new year 2024 and I'm so happy to be sharing this video with you. If you are anything like me, for many years before I really got a hold of this manifestation, mastering it, every single year I would around the new year's resolutions, right? I would always fall for the new year, new me. Okay, this year I'm gonna lose this much weight. I'm gonna be this successful. I'm gonna make this much money. I'm gonna get all this type of love or relationship status or this or that, whatever, right? And every year before I mastered manifestation, after maybe a week or two or three or four, like I wouldn't be able to maintain it or sustain it because of deep subconscious beliefs and assumptions of self-concept. And you guys hear about self-concept all the time, and self-concept is so important, and I agree, but we're going to be talking about in this video how you should go about this whole new year, new me. Actually, like, if you are following through with a New Year's resolution, if you do want the relationship, if you do want more money, if you do want the status, the success, whatever it is, I'm gonna be teaching you how in this video, so stay tuned. And I'm gonna be actually explaining as well a proper self-concept and not just trying, but actually being. You probably hear that all the time. Like, you probably hear about don't try, but be the person that has it all. You're already the person that has it all. All realities exist now, right? And what you desire desires you. You probably hear all of this. If you're anything like me, I used to hear that stuff and I used to literally be like, okay, like, yeah, all things are possible. I need to not try, but I'm trying to be and it's not working, you know? So if you felt like that or thought like that, comment down below. But this week I had a lot of clients coming to me with success. A lot of them did self-concept course, Master Your Mind, Manifest Your SP. And they were doing that before, in between sessions with meeting me. And one thing I noticed, you guys, the pattern that I see in the clients that are getting the success and maintaining it are those that they come to me like in a bad place, in a bad situation, and they first come in a very dysregulated nervous system, almost like obsessed with manifesting specific person. That happens a lot. It's very normal. But what I see, the pattern in getting the result, is they come to a point where their main focus becomes bettering themselves rather than trying to get something. We switch from trying to now becoming and being. And those states are very different. Trying to be and just being are two different lanes, two different roads. One road is pretty much taking you to the experience of everything you want. And the other road of trying is literally, okay, you're going to be trying more often then. So the harder you try to get this specific person, the harder you try to get the commitment, the harder you try to get more money, guess what? You're going to be trying and trying because our point of focus attracts. Not necessarily what you say or anything else. The energy, the focus, the state of mind you're in, that lane is taking you to a specific destination. If you've watched my videos, if you're an OG viewer, you've seen me use that analogy that each state is like a lane on the freeway, and each one is taking you to a different exit. Each one is taking you to a different reality because there's parallel realities. But trying and being are two different things, and I will be telling you how to be more and try less. Now, when we give homework, when we give techniques, when you are doing affirmations, you are doing different things to get you in a correct state of mind, that may seem like you're trying, but there's different ways of using those techniques. For example, the intention behind doing the technique should be, or the understanding, the knowledge you should have is, I'm doing this thing because I understand that this gets me in a proper mindset, or this changes my belief to a better serving one. That's why I'm doing it. If your approach is, I must do this because this is going to get me my specific person, and my specific person is the only thing that's going to make me happy. If I don't have my specific person, I will completely lose it. If that's the energy and that's the intention behind it, that is not a proper frequency you're in. That is not a proper state of mind that's going to get you the success and get you the relationship and maintain it. Because energy, frequency, and states and points of focus create. Your subconscious mind thinks this energy this person's putting out, this obsessed, this anxious energy, is what I'm catching. So that's what I'm going to go off of. If they're obsessed and they're chasing something really hard, all right, boss, you got it. I'm going to make you keep chase it. I can't even speak. I'm going to make you chase it more. Keep chasing it over and over and over again, because that's the vibe I hear from you. Now, being is different. Being is, you're not constantly in this dysregulated state and this uneasy place of you can't even sit still. You're not comfortable. You're maybe full of resentment towards that specific person, or you're full of resentment towards your boss, or you hate money. Money never did you any good and it never came to you. And like, there's so much frustration. Frustration could be that uneasiness, anxiety, panic, worry, just constantly needing validation outside of you, or constantly trying to manipulate a situation to get something, is not being. Now, I want to share a quote from Neville. What you must strive after is being. In order to do, it is necessary to be. The end of yearning is to be. So when you're yearning for something, when you're desiring it so much it hurts, or it makes you feel uneasy, and you're not calm, you're not like accepting, that tells you right there what you're putting out is not the right message to your subconscious mind. Okay? Yearning will bring you more yearning. I hope this makes sense so far. If it makes sense, comment down below. Your concept of yourself can only be driven out of consciousness by another concept of yourself. I'm going to repeat the whole thing again. What you must strive after is being. In order to do, It is necessary to be. The end of yearning is to be. Your concept of yourself can only be driven out of consciousness by another concept of yourself. So, if you are in a yearning concept of yourself, if you are in a concept of yourself where you're checking their Instagram, you're checking their posts, you're checking who they're with, you're checking your bank account for where the money is, where is it, why isn't it coming, where's this, where is that, where is who, what, where, when, why. When you're there and you constantly feel like, if I don't get this thing, I'm gonna lose it, I don't feel good, I'm anxious, I'm never going to have the person I want, I'm never going to have the money I want, constantly trying to fix stuff, constantly trying to manipulate situations. Number one, you're not using your full potential of power of manifestation at play. Is you're just being a human, you're being a reactive human. I used to mention this so much. You're not being a creator in that moment, you're being a reactor in that moment, right? So that uneasy feeling will tell you you're on the wrong path. Acceptance of your current reality is being. Now, if you can't fully sit down and be like in a visualization of what you want, you can't be in a place of calm of what you want, or faith. You don't have the faith. You can't believe that it's going to work out in your favor per circumstances and all that. Just turning off the yearning part of it and calming the internal world within slowly but surely gets you in a different self-concept. And guess what? The more and more you calm down internally, I talk about this literally the last few years, I've been talking about this. The more and more you calm down internally and you calm that anxious, obsessive, manipulative energy inside, number one, you're telling your brain, you're telling your subconscious where we're going now. This is the route we're taking. Now, a lot of people think they constantly need to say their desires so the subconscious mind doesn't forget. I need to say who it is. I need to say how I want it. I need to say when I want it. I need to say this person's name, last name, birthday, social security number, address, mobile phone number, work number, emergency contact. Like, you don't have to do that to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind felt the desire. Your subconscious mind records everything. Your subconscious mind, from the moment you took your first breath on this planet Earth, has recorded everything. Everything's recorded. It has unlimited memory space. Unlimited. It's not like our freaking Apple iPhones that every 2-3 months we have to buy storage space. This is unlimited. iPhone's probably unlimited too, but they make it so at a certain time you gotta pay for it. Probably everyone's copying our subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind records everything. Okay, so it knows who you want, it knows how bad you want them, it knows everything you've imagined with them, it knows how hard your heart beats so fast when you think of them. It knows that you will be hurt if they're with anyone else. It knows everything. So you don't have to keep stating the desire, the desire, the desire. That's still you being in yearning. That's still you being in a self-concept of lack. I don't trust. I don't have faith. I don't think subconscious heard me. I don't. What your subconscious mind is doing in the moment of you being in this energy is literally like this. Are you done yet? Are you done not trusting me? Are you done trying to manipulate the situation? When you're finished, I'll do my job. You not trusting me, I guess we have a long time to go then. Because this is a partnership. You must yield eventually. That quote of Neville, he's literally telling you, you must stop yearning. When you stop yearning, you are being. What does being mean? You accept your current reality in order to bring the desired reality in. How do you accept the current reality when shit's hitting the fan in your current reality? How do you do that? You make everything present. You calm your nervous system. You take what you're grateful for in the very moment and you focus on that. The things that are going right, you need to focus on. The relationships that are going right, even if it's not a romantic one, even if it's your relationship with your parent, your brother, your sister, your father, your friend at work. You need to start focusing on the things that are going proper in your reality. That sends a message out to your subconscious, and it starts focusing on everything's going properly in this person's life. Let's now push out everything else to start going properly in this person's life because they've finally yielded to me. They are actually accepting their present moment. They are actually focusing on the good. And now the things that are not so good, I'll go in and fix myself because that's my job. And she'll start getting evidence of it, or he'll start getting evidence of it. But a lot of us think that our subconscious mind is dumb. It didn't remember what we wanted. It doesn't know. Maybe it's going to bring us someone else, right? You will get bridge of incidents and you will see birds before land of kind of what you want coming through other people. That's completely normal. That doesn't mean that you're not going to get specifically what you want. You're still going to get specifically what you want, but you may see birds before land or signs from others trying to give you what you wanted with SP or your boss or your friend, whatever. You may see it happening from others first when you change that yearning into acceptance, because it's a ripple effect. The moment you're starting to get on the right mindset, you're in the right lane, everything starts conforming. Everything starts conforming in your favor. And guess what? There's no agenda. There is absolutely no agenda. Everything is very neutral. Your mind believes what you tell it, whether it's real or it's not. That same way people make themselves sick by thinking is the same way people make themselves healthy by thinking. The same way you can stress yourself out to a point of physical pain, you can think positively and accept and be grateful to a point where you're healthy, you're wealthy, and everything's working out for you. It's the state you choose, and it's a daily decision. Every moment of every day, you're constantly deciding how you're going to feel, what you're going to do, what you're going to think, how you're going to react, especially reacting. Honestly, I challenge you in this whole new year, new me thing. Let's actually use it to our advantage. This year, I challenge you to not just focus and observe your thoughts, but also focus on your reactions. Think a few times before you react to something. Think, is this an old pattern? Is this an old reaction that I'm bringing up all over again because I still feel the same way about this thing? How can I look at the situation differently to serve me? How can I react for this to serve me? And reacting is not just reacting towards other people. Reacting is for you. For what do I mean by that? When you react, it doesn't matter if you're reacting verbally, mentally, emotionally, even if you don't say a word and something deeply, deeply bothers you and you don't really observe what's going on. You don't change the focus. You're just going full on thinking that something's trying to punish you, or you're just super hurt, taking it super personal and not seeing it from a different perspective. You're hurting yourself. A lot of people think that, oh, I didn't react, like I didn't say anything out loud, but I went home and like I literally threw a fit, you know? It doesn't matter. Your subconscious mind doesn't care. Oh, did you say it to another person, or did you just react within? Reaction is a reaction. It's an energy, it's an emotion. You're still focusing on something, whether you speak or not. So keep that in mind too for this year. Check in on yourself moment to moment. Decide how you're going to accept your current reality, and how. There are many ways how you can. Stepping back, observing, not absorbing every single thought. Remember, every single thought that comes up in your mind doesn't need to be absorbed by you. It doesn't need to be focused on. Your mind is like a menu. There's all these different options. It keeps suggesting, hey, what about this? Oh, this could happen, that could happen, this could happen, that could happen, this could happen, that could happen. Your job as boss is not to take all these options, all these thoughts, and let's ruminate on it. Your job is like, that thought feels good, that experience feels good, this will feel good in my reality, that's how I want to feel. And you pick and choose, and you ruminate and focus on that. We don't have to sit, like, there's billions of videos right now you can choose from watching. There's movies you can choose from, right? You don't go and say, oh my God, I have to watch all these million videos in order one by one. How am I going to do it? You don't do that. You're literally just like, okay, I want to watch a rom-com. I want to watch this one. Or I want to watch this movie, right? And you search it up, it comes up, you press play. Same thing in here. You don't have to entertain all thoughts. I feel like a lot of people think that when a scary thought comes up, they're like, oh my God, how did I create that? How did I create that? It's just the option. It's just a suggestion. It doesn't necessarily mean you created it. It's asking you, do you want to focus on it more? If you focus on it more, and I'll keep giving you more and more thoughts like that, and then eventually we'll play it in your reality. Okay? So more being, less trying. Don't get this confused with like techniques. Techniques, yes, they may feel like trying, but remember, the intention behind the technique is very important. So if you're doing something to get something super fast and you can't live without that thing, you need the validation from outside yourself, because you'll lose it if you don't have that thing. You're not accepting your present moment. You're not being present. Your nervous system is all out of whack, and you're in lack if you're feeling all this stuff. So that's not accepting current reality. That's not being in the self-concept that's going to get you what you want. That's being in a lack self-concept. That's not trusting that you can have what you want. That's a place of, I don't trust. I don't have faith in the unseen. I must try to manipulate this. I must try to get it faster to prove to me that I'm worth it, or to prove to me that I have power, so it can prove something to you, because you don't believe it within. You don't believe that you're capable of having that thing, right? Now, do you have to always believe? No, you don't. So many of my manifestations came when I didn't believe. So many of these people that I help, they didn't believe that they're going to get their SPs, but they always got them. They got the SPs, they got the commitment, they got the marriage, they got everything. Because it's not about, should I believe that I'm going to be worthy of receiving it? That's not the whole thing. It's more of, can you navigate yourself through the right direction internally to stay calm, maintain that peace within, until it finally pushes out without, because sometimes there's a lag time in reality in our 3D. There's a lag time, because if there was not a lag time, everyone's thoughts would manifest and it would be freaking chaos. Can you imagine if your every single thought manifested in a second and you didn't have time to actually focus on what you want? All those suggestions I was talking about that are just options that are presented to you, if they manifest, like, you would not have control over anything if it happened that fast. That's why the lag time is actually in your favor. Okay? I hope this video helped you guys. I really challenge you to use this video for your next week, your next month, if you want the whole year going forward, to remind yourself that it's not about one and done, like, let me just get my manifestation and think about the other stuff later. No. You want the manifestation and you want to be able to maintain it. That's what I focus on, because I'm not just focusing on you getting a text. I'm focusing on you getting millions and trillions of texts and commitment and love and loyalty and money and wealth and everything, and to be able to actually keep it. Okay? So just remember, there's different lanes that take you to different realities. Which lane are you going to stay in? And are you going to keep looking for validation outside of yourself and continuously try to manipulate everything outside of you, which is not your power? That's just reactive. That's just you being a reactor. Your true power is doing it within, controlling it within, trusting the inner world that it knows what you want, that it will get it to you if you can stand little out of its way, because it is, you are the boss, but you also need to let your company do its job. Okay? If you need help with a daily routine, homework, guided homework, my courses are very, very successful. I always share client successes in these videos and in the community posts on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So you guys can totally check out the client testimonials. Why, you may ask, if you didn't see my last Friday's video, I still have my Christmas stuff up, and that's because we celebrate Epiphany. It's called in English, I believe. And we have 2 Christmases, not really Christmases, but we celebrate a few things in January that require my winter stuff to be up, which I love. I can't take it down. Like, I can't even take it down before New Year's. Like, I want to enjoy this vibe until it happens again. Like, this is comfy, cozy vibes. I literally forgot to say, get your drinks, get your snacks. That's how much drink I have left of water. But cheers to you guys. Happy New Year. I intend your new year goes so well. 2024 is going to be your year. I intend you have the relationships you desire. I intend you have the commitment. The money just flows in without you even lifting a finger. And I could teach you that in my money course too. That's been successful as well. Let money come into your life. Let it flow without effort. Let your man, woman, your SP come into your life. Let them text, call, and may you be in receiving mode, in faith, in the unseen. May this video resonate with you. And have a happy new year, you guys. I will see you in next Friday's video. Bye.